Hi, this is Joe Steadman. I haven't done a review in a few weeks, but today I want to talk about Conflict of Heroes Part 2. This is Storms of Steel, Kursk, 1943. This is the second game by Academy Games and UVA. It's basically the same game, but it's upgraded, and it's a better game because he changes a few of the rules. So, nice big box, heavy box. It comes with the standard Academy game size here, like the Euro game size pieces, and I'll zoom in on those later. Good, hard, thick quality. It comes with the maps, which I think are the best maps in the tactical market. These are amazing. These are actually a little thinner than the original Conflict of Heroes games, but they're just as good, and these are a little bit more crisp, the colors. I like these better than the original game. Comes with some overlays, which is kind of cool. ASL guys know what that is, and you stick them on your map. I use the blue sticky tack on the back to stick on there, and it won't ruin your map. You can do things like that. Comes with doesn't come with the same amount of maps because it's got the overlays. It comes with 4 maps this time, and then it comes with the overlays. So the other game came with 5 maps. Comes with a couple of dice. Comes with a deck of cards. The cards are a good high, they're not overly thick or anything, but they're good quality. And these cards are better than the last game, I think. The production quality looks a little better. I like the pictures better. The last one had these really kind of cheesy, like miniatures pictures on there, and these are actually real pictures, so I like that. That's a lot better. Comes with the rule book, which is good, hard, thick quality. He went with the 8.5 by 11 this time, rather than that big square rule book from the first game, which was kind of annoying. Full color. Lots of illustrations, lots of different colored text for examples or for designer notes and things. It's tabbed. Well, it's not really tabbed. It looks like it's tabbed, but it's kind of tabbed. It's tabbed on the side with the different colors for the different sections of the notes, and it breaks it down so it's easy to learn. Great introductory tactical game. What else does it come with? It comes with the firefights, which are basically the scenarios, and it comes with a lot of them in this game. And an interesting concept that he did in this one is he's got some one-player scenarios to where it really feels like you're playing against the AI. Like, you have to make some of the decisions for the other team, but it's a lot better than trying to play solo by yourself, because it kind of gives the computer player or the AI player some basic rules that you have to follow when you play. So that's a neat concept. Got good scenarios. I got the deluxe version of the game because I got it directly from UVA and shipped right from his game company rather than a retailer. And it came with the Osprey book, which is really cool because this is not a cheap book by itself. This is a $20 book if you buy it. It came with it. This is the the Kursk with the full color pictures of all the uniforms and the battlefields and everything. You military historians, you'll be really familiar with these. So I got that book with it. That was cool. Comes with some cheat sheets. It's got your cheat sheets. You've got player action sheets. It comes with quite a few of them, so each player can have one. It's got 2 full-color cardstock cheat sheets with everything you'll need to know as far as movement factors and taking turns, sequence of play, just little helps. That's nice. Came with a little letter in here. Thank you for buying it and everything. All right, so that's what comes in the game. All right. Conflict of Heroes, if you're not familiar with the games, how it works, it's an action point game, meaning that on your turn you're going to have a certain number of action points, and every unit has a little number on it which tells you how many action points it costs to activate and to do things. And as you use action points, your opponent can interrupt you, which is new for this version of the game, and stop you, so that if, let's say that you're running your men through an open field, you can stop him to shoot at him on your turn when it's not even your turn. But for the most part, your opponent will use all his action points up, then you use all your action points up. So it's I go, you go, I go, you go, I go, you go, which is a very familiar process that wargamers use, and so it's not too difficult to understand. It's very intuitive. So as you use action points, it'll go down like this, and the other player flips over on his turn. He uses the action points. There's also something called caps or command action points, which you have that you can use to do special actions and things above and beyond your normal action points. But as you take casualties, you'll be able to use less and less of those. Victory points are kept on this track, the rounds kept on this track. It's pretty cut and dry. I would really suggest that you watch my other video, because many of the things that are in this game are in the first game as well. The game also has cards that you can use on your turn to do special things, special actions, upgrade units like veteran status. Just like this card here, costs 2 action points, and you can change the result of a dice roll, basically. So there's different abilities that you can do with the cards. The cards add a little twist to the game. Now, another difference between this version and the first version, this one's much more lethal, meaning that a lot of things are going to die faster. One of the small problems I had with the first version of the game was you guys would shoot at each other forever and nothing would really happen, which may be historical, but it's not quite as fun to play. Also new for Storms of Steel is it includes snipers, which are a neat little unit you can use to fire at the opponent without getting fired back at. Airplanes, which actually uses an airplane that flies around the board. It's not very abstract, it's actually an airplane, which is kind of neat. And open-top vehicles, which are more likely to be hurt by indirect fire and things. So let me zoom in here, and I'm going to show you how the game works as far as how the pieces are oriented and how they fight each other.
Alright, so here we have a basic Soviet tank. In the top left corner you'll see the number 5. That number 5 is how many action points it costs to fire that unit. The number 1 in the top right corner would be how many action points it costs to move it. The number red, the red 5, that would be the infantry and machine gun firepower. The black 9 would be the anti-tank firepower. The black 19 would be the defense it has on the flank, so if you shoot it from the sides, and the 22 would be its frontal defense. The 9, that's with the star in it, would be the range, and the star is actually, obviously the Soviet. Now, in the front of that unit, you'll see that green arc there, because I explained this in the first video, but unlike a lot of tactical games, the facing of the units is important. So if he has a covered arc and things like that, so if you shoot at him from the sides, what he can shoot at from the front, and that green arc will show you which way he can see. So also new with this version, some color coding stuff. For instance, a red firepower has to attack a red defense fire. Blue firepower must attack the blue defense. It's got the white circle under the AP to fire. That basically means it's turreted and it may fire outside the outside arc for an extra firepower. There's all these little... it's a little bit more like ASL now, where there's a lot more information on the counter to help you out as you play.
Alright, so I definitely recommend this part 2 of the game, Storm of Steel. It feels like a new game. It's not like you're just buying a upgrade to the game, and it's a standalone product. I look forward to the future modules or the future Conflict of Hero games that come out. It's high quality. And everyone knows I'm a big ASL player, and ASL is still my #1 tactical game. But this is a great high quality tactical war game that you could use to maybe get a Eurogamer to play a war game with you, or teach someone. And it's a lot simpler than ASL. So it's a good beginner's level war game. It's got high quality components, great maps, great rules. Eurogamers will like this if they want to try a war game just because of the components and everything. So I highly recommend it. I would pick up a copy. I know I like mine.